Hello, welcome to All Ladies League San Jose. Today is our first gathering for this chapter. All Ladies League is an international organization that empowers women and leaders from all walks of life worldwide to expand business opportunities and to enhance personal influence through networking. We are a non-profit with a philanthropic vision and collaborative spirit. Please help me welcome these honorable guests today. Abigail, Jennifer, Lisa, and Numbia. So that is the order. I'm going to ask you to share and introduce yourself. So Abigail, please share with us who you are, what's your business, your title, and how did you come to do what you do?
I'm
Okay,
not sure if
right.
are you able to help me? Yes. Thank you for having me. Hello, ladies. I am the CEO and founder of ARM. It stands for Advanced Remote Monitoring. This is basically, I'm wearing this device right now, actually. So we provide solutions for doctors to monitor their patients' vital signs remotely, helping detect, reduce hospital readmission, and potentially save life. So one of the biggest reason why I got involved into this business, because I've been in healthcare for about close to 10 years now, and that I've seen a lot of challenges. And on top of that, as an immigrant, I really don't have a way of tracking my mom's health, which is she's not here. She's from the Philippines. So it's been very challenging. So the moment the opportunity was presented to me, I took it to the next level, basically. So and today we're basically gonna be launching at Beverly Hilton Hotel in Beverly Hills.
Wow, congratulations.
Yes.
What a motivation. You want to check out, you want to know what's going on with your mom's health who
Mm-hmm.
live in Philippines and you will live in United States.
Mm-hmm.
And
Correct.
with that watch, it's kind of watch, right? It's a device.
It's a device, yes. It's that
So
remotely you as emergency contacts and your doctor as well will be able to view your health records in real time. So if you spot any warning signs as to your blood pressure goes up or your heart rate is there's abnormality, then you'll be able to do a virtual consult with your doctor.
so that device monitoring you or monitoring your mother?
Uh, all of us basically potentially. So the idea is to put this in every single household worldwide. We're launching here with here in US basically later on today. Yeah.
Wow, I can't wait until that happen. It's really amazing. So
Yeah.
basically that device you can basically if you have siblings, you can monitor all of them, right? On one device.
Correct. Correct. Yeah. So you wear it in your wrist. Yes, of
Right.
course.
So each
Yeah.
of them has to have a device as well, correct?
Correct. Yeah. And you're able to actually monitor and track them in
How do
real
you
time.
monitoring it?
We have a portal. It's called Yes Doctor. So your doctor basically will be able to log into it, and then we also have the family side where they can see if there's an issue with their health. It triggers an alert to them. So you'll be able to have a peace of mind knowing that wherever they are, you'll know what their health, what their well-being is.
So are you talking about about a heartbeat?
Heart, blood pressure, ECG, PPG, It also monitors your sleep. I could go on basically. And also for diabetic patients, we also have another type of monitoring as well.
With just that device,
Yes,
wearable device.
correct.
That is amazing. Wow, that's amazing. Congratulations, Abigail.
Thank you so much.
All right, next, Jennifer. Tell us something about you. It's so exciting, and I'm looking forward to hear it. I say, what? You know, she said, I know Jennifer a little bit through my sister, and she's amazing, and she's bring something from outer space. All right, Jennifer.
Thank you, Kimchi. Thank you for having me and inviting me to this amazing organization. I'm very excited. Well, everyone, my name is Jennifer Chow. I live up in the Seattle, Washington area. And some of the questions like, what is my business? So it's not a business. This is a mission for me. And it's a mission of discovering the truth of our bodies and how we really work, and not just what we've been told up to this point in time. And so what is my title? You know, in business we all have titles, but my title is really, I'm the master of my domain, of me, of Jennifer. And that's all that I really have control over. So that's the title that I give myself, because that doesn't limit me, because I'm continually mastering and earning my UDK degree, which if you don't know what a UDK degree is, it's a universal degree in knowing. And it trumps all of the PhDs on the wall, because when I went to them, and this is what kind of started my journey, I was told I had an incurable disease and that I needed multiple surgeries and take these pharmaceutical drugs that had all kinds of side effects on the rest of my organs. And I just didn't think that that was a viable solution. So I chose to find out why this was happening to me instead of accepting what I was told in surgery. And this literally led me to a whole new world of discovery as I started to transform first my mind and the way I was thinking about myself, and my life through knowledge. And as a result of this experience, you guys, I left the corporate world. I took my skills and applied it to what we call the health and wellness industry today, which is still just very in its infancy. And I earned this UDK degree. And it's really been a journey, and I've had my own wellness center, and we've been helping to educate, motivate, and expand the people in consciousness of well-being and the connection with our bodies. And we're hearing that word a lot more, well-being, right? So literally, my vision and commitment and passion is to find out how do we actually operate and understand this at the DNA level. And so when Kimchi, you asked us a few questions like who do we serve in what we do, and for me it's everyone, because we're all made up of DNA. And it's how can I help by sharing this new language of DNA, which we really don't know much about, and what are the dangers of us really not knowing what these topics are that we're talking about today, the new technologies and everything else. Most people don't even know that their DNA can be damaged and repaired, and that we generate new healthy cells or we generate weak and sick cells. And this discovery was actually given a Nobel Prize in 2015 for this discovery, and we still don't know about it today. So what's my solution and how can I help is just sharing with you the power of nucleotide supplementation, and it is literally the main components our DNA needs and uses to make those repairs, and so that we're healthy and strong. So we don't just exist, we live life at the DNA level. So that's where I'm starting right now, and we're just bringing this new amazing knowing language and product to the U.S. from Eastern Europe, that they've known about it for over 60 years. So that's my next level of mission, is just getting the knowing out there and educating on what our bodies actually do. So.
Wow, that's wonderful.
Yeah.
It's amazing. You know, when I first read your bio, I say, what is UDK? Oh, UDK is you don't know. that's, that's that's what that's how I interpreted it. It's pretty close, right? You don't
Yeah,
know what you don't know.
exactly.
Yeah.
We don't know what we don't know. And when we do, we earn a universal degree in knowing because the universe, God's created us in a very divine way. And our DNA has the code and knows everything. And that's how we're able to function and do what we do without even thinking about it. Like blinking your eyes, breathing, your heart beating. We don't have to think about those things. They're already in the makeup in our DNA code in our cells. Tell us how to function and operate when we're doing all these other cool things like being on your show today, right?
Wow. Yeah, I'm looking forward to learn more about what you do and how I can, improve myself. Basically is my health. Right now I'm at the the later age group. So all I want is to be
Yeah,
stronger and healthier, so that I can enjoy the rest of my life, right?
you're
And yeah, that's what I
you're exactly
focus
right.
most
Because
on.
because aging is not about getting old. That we've been that's an illusion, and we've been deceived by that statement and what that actually means.
Mm-hmm.
Aging means you gain more wisdom and knowing of what your surroundings are, and to pass that on to our next generations coming, not to get old, to get decrepit, decay, disease, all these things. Those are not what our natural state of being is. So this is really exciting stuff. And DNA repair through nucleotide supplementation, our DNA is made up of nucleotides, and they're specifically matched. The science shows what happens when our repair mechanisms for our DNA are not in place. That's when we get aging and old, become old and get diseased and all these things. And so if we can help and assist our DNA to repair, then you don't age that way. We age gracefully
Yeah. Thank
and
you.
health and well-being. So thank you.
Yeah. Thank you. Now, Lisa Wong, my dear friend, she has a heart of gold. She's involved in a lot of nonprofit organization, and yeah, I'm not gonna steal her stage here. I'll let her introduce herself and share with us how did she lead, what led her to do what she's doing. Lisa, welcome. I already
Thank,
unmute you.
thank you. Thank you, Kimchi. And thank you for all you do, and also starting out this San Jose chapter of the nonprofit All Ladies League. And your Asian Movement of Power movement is, I'm wholeheartedly support. So I am following your step and, really inspired by your heart for for Asian women, for women of all races. And so I am very proud to be part of this inaugural meeting of this amazing international organization. And I will support you with all I can. And thank you for having me on this call. So I'm the founder and executive director of a nonprofit called Center for Healing by Design. And as Jennifer said, we are a part of nature, and our body is designed to self-heal. And I'm wholeheartedly embracing and advocate of that concept. Actually, just yesterday, I was at the California Vegetarian Food Festival in Palace of Fine Art in San Francisco, giving a talk entitled "Get in Touch with Your Inner Doctor," and that concept involves that we are living in a holographic universe, and our body embodies a mini version of this universe, and in ourselves we are a holographic universe, from the DNA to our whole body, and everything in between is hologram, embodying the whole information in our whole being. And I am advocate of this concept from another perspective, which is helping. My organization's mission is to empower people of all ages and cultures to get in touch with their inner doctor using self-care in education, experience, and tools so that they can live healthy and compassionate lives in harmony with Mother Earth and all beings, all living beings, including, not just the 50 trillion cells in our body, but also another more than 50 trillion bacteria and viruses and other micro organisms that encompass the ecosystem in our body. And what I do to do that is to educate the public about how practically we can use practical self-care skills like self-acupressure to operate on our what I call the body's control panels using healing buttons to activate the body's innate healing, self-healing mechanism, including the transformation of DNA via epigenetics principles. So why I brought to do what I do is I think when I get in touch with my calling, I think I started with my childhood being born during the Cultural Revolution in China because my parents had to left me going to the countryside because they were educators. So I was left with my babysitter and having a babysitter not really knowing what she does, or she's having all her attention on her own child. I was neglected maybe on the emotional stimulation side. So I have a lot of health issues growing up, and also being a late bloomer. So I concentrate on my health, I guess naturally from then on. And so today I consider myself the champion for the voiceless, being both the animals and the inner doctor, finding myself as compassion for the animals and the environment, and also for my own health. That's where I held my passion, and I noticed the movement towards plant-based health and veganism is one of the solutions to the world's problem today, and just the whole oneness in humanity as we move forward and address a lot of the challenges we're facing today. So so that is what my mission is to empower people to, with the knowledge that they can be they are their best doctor, and they can be the best partner to their inner doctor with the appropriate knowledge. Oh.
Thank you. That's wonderful overview about how you came to do what you do. Yeah, just like everybody else, right? We have previous life, our professional life, and it just something happened into our life that lead us to do what we do. So what about Numbia? Numbia, please introduce yourself. I'm gonna unmute you. All right.
All right. Good morning, Kimchi.
Good morning, darling.
All right. Well, my name is Numbia Aziz, and I am a men's health specialist, and I am the owner of Gentleman Health. And what I do, I support healthy relationships from your love room to the boardroom. So I help to support men primarily when it comes to prostate cancer prevention and recovery and working with their spouses, also and with the families. The business is based on, for myself, I am a mother of two sons. They're older now, but I've been in my industry for 19 years. I have two offices, one in San Jose and Castro Valley, and an extended office in Emeryville. And as a mother of two sons, one is now 31, another one is 26 now, but I've found that where do the young boys go for their health? So primarily everything is based on women's health, but about the young boys when they're becoming men, there's a lot of reasons as for why men do what they do, whether it's from the negative standpoint to the positive. And men do not seem to have that type of support when it comes from the healthcare system. So primarily it falls back on the ladies that's in their lives, the mothers, the wives, the ones that they love. So also the back part of work with men's health is the more that women know about our men, it'll save us a lot of headaches. So I like to have the help, I like to have a conversation more so when I'm speaking about men's health. Most of my clients, I just did a men's health symposium. September and June are the National Men's Health Month. So September is National Prostate Cancer Awareness, Men's Appreciation, and June is National Men's Health Month. So as you see things like with the football or entertainment, men support the women as opposed to breast cancer month. You see it in the football team, they're wearing pink, basketball, they're wearing pink. But what about when the men need our support? As opposed to us being so feminist at times as ladies, and we voice out the things that men do wrong. But for those who love their men, father, uncle, sons, loved ones, men too need that support, and it complements us as well. So who do you lay down with at night? So when you go to sleep, how that plays a big role of when how you rest at night. Are you comfortable when you wake back up? So with our men, let's see, when I worked on clients yesterday, every client I worked on at the Men's Health Conference, all was concerned about their wife in a positive way. They was like, oh, now I can move. I understand now. My wife is going to love this. I can't wait to get back home to her so I can embrace her. I mean, every man was talking about how much they love their loved one, their intimate partner. And we don't seem to have enough of these conversations sometimes, and men want that too. Viagra and Cialis is doing very well, and there's a reason for that. It's not just the physical part of men, but those two companies, that product, they gave the awareness of men's health, and that's what's huge. So that awareness brought out whether you need to be on medication or not. So yes, we are our own self-doctor, but the complement and what I do with men's health, I work with the employee wellness. So I accept things like HSA accounts and flex spending accounts. I work with Kaiser and Blue Cross. I receive referrals from them. And there's men have the highest rate of risk when it comes to their behavior. So where do they go to? Who do they communicate with? And they hardly get to the doctor for a number of reasons. One is how health professionals communicate with men about their health. And two, men wait until it's more of a risk, right? So the ER room may be their place of contact initially. Or if they go through healing arts, the basis of what I work on is African Asiatic body work. So I come from the Eastern, well, we're both Eastern, African and, African and Asian. So it's also tearing down those stereotypes when it comes to African and Asiatic body work, from the carnal or dark side as opposed to a healing side when it comes to that. So a lot of men come through those doors before they even get to the doctor, because the healing arts professionals typically are more sensitive and compassionate and have the time to communicate with men, but healing arts, we do not diagnose, treat, or prescribe. So it's a compliment when you can work hand in hand with the medical platform, and that's the approach that I do with it.
Wow, what a wonderful work that you are doing, Numbia. And I do agree that we as women, right, we want to speak up, we want to support women because that's what we have seen in generation, that women does not speak up. But in terms of health, men are the one who doesn't speak up, right? Because they most of the time they neglect their health. They don't want to go to see doctor until they really sick. And who can help them is the woman in their life, the spouse or the mom or the sister or somebody who care about them. So thank
And
you
women
for.
suffer, and I'm sorry, women suffer from that, you see. So to get the blame off of the woman, the more that we know, it'll reduce our headaches. So it's a background approach. I'm working for the women through Men's Health. Trust me. So I'm here to make sure that, that we're happy and satisfied. But when the men start to blame the woman, the women, I make sure I reverse it, and I make sure I support them and say, well, when at the last time you told your wife you loved her? When you took her on a date? Showed appreciation. We need that on both sides of the fence. So yes, women, we have to have our voice, but the more that we know, it'll help to reduce our own pain when we know about men's health, because they love to attack us, right? So there's another approach, when you know about that side of it, if you have men in your life, sons, uncles, spouses. So we love them. So it's more about appreciation for one another.
Absolutely. So the next question is, how can you help your client? Anyone who has an idea, you can raise your hand and speak. You don't have to go to the order. How can you help your client? Who are your clients?
I'll mention that my client, it could be anybody, but I think if we are going to help if we're going to live healthy, we need to really start with the knowledge of yourself, and my clients are those who have more tendency towards already eating healthy and trying to they're seeking the healthy information. They're not passive. They fix me, and they take responsibility and seeking out solutions actively for their health and for their family. And for my ideal the population that I'm want to help is that I see that there's more and more teenagers, youth that tend to opt for plant-based and going vegan because their love for the environment, the animals, but their parents are concerned for their children's health because they don't know enough about plant-based lifestyle and diet because the parents didn't grow up being vegans. So they are concerned for their child or grandchild if their grandparents are also, concerned. So I see that that is the population that I want to support in giving them the proper information and their knowledge so that they can have a constructive relationship and communication with their child and grandchild children.
How can we support you, Lisa?
So, yeah, I guess if in your set friends and family circles that you hear, they talk about them having this concern for their kids, teenagers wanting to go veganism, but then they don't. They are concerned that they don't know enough about how to eat healthy on a plant-based diet, or they're just eating potato chips or all the processed vegan food, vegan alternative. There are a lot of vegan, Beyond Meat burger, Impossible burger. Those are all processed foods. Not necessary. I can't say that they're not healthy, but then having those foods on long-term diet, I don't know, maybe still needs to be known that whether they are healthy. But the kids needs to be educated about their vegan diet, as well as knowing the self-care knowledge that most people don't know, even parents don't know, that your body actually, your inner doctor actually gives you all that information through certain body parts, like such as the ear, the hand, which are information that we can easily gather if knowing the proper knowledge through self-care education that my organization provides, so that even the parents themselves can help themselves with their own health challenges to begin with. Then they can. My goal is to educate the moms, and because, like you say, Kimchi, the woman is the center of the family in terms of distributing the health information. Like for the husband, because the husband not necessarily, not just, I think it applies to all race. The men don't really see health as a top priority. Suppose the woman in the family is the center, caring for the health of the children and the husband. So I want to really share and get my message out to all the moms, the women of the families, and then have them educate their husband and their children on their self-care, so that everybody can benefit. So I apply, that definitely apply to the Afro-American population, any population.
So the ideal way for us to support you is to introduce you to some organization, or give you a platform to share, to teach, right? To teach
Yes.
People who are interested to learn how to self-care themselves. And then from there, you also introduce to the diet, like a plant-based diet, right? So you integrate those together.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah, absolutely. The diet is just one side, it's not the whole solution. The other is the knowledge about the body, what they can do themselves to help the body. So I use the analogy, the body is the car, is a vehicle. The food is the gasoline. The knowledge, the self-care is the knowledge as a driver, how you drive the car.
Okay, I got it. Yes. So I will keep an eye on that, and hopefully that all all sisters here, you now aware, now that you know what Lisa does. So if there is some opportunity in your past, you keep her in mind and introduce her to different organizations so that she can share her mission and vision. All right.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Jennifer, you would like to share who can you help or what can you do for your client?
Yes, thank you, Kimchi, and also Lisa. That was great. You know, I think one of the biggest things in the education process is people to really understand what we are up against. It's not just the food we're eating. We are exposed to so much what I call uncivilized civilization contamination on all levels through electromagnetic pollution, through frequency, through radiation, through all kinds of things we can't even see. And it affects our cell structure. It affects the animals. It affects the plants. So even though we might be thinking we're eating all organic and we're eating good plant-based foods and all these things, they also have a cell structure and they're also being affected, and they are not giving us the level of nutrients that we're thinking we're getting from them as well. And this was one of the things that I experienced in my own personal walk, is that if your digestive system cannot make the repairs, which the lining of your stomach and your intestines repair themselves every the intestines is every 5 to 7 days, totally replacement regeneration, and the stomach and the lungs are 10 to 14 days. So it is, if those things are not being done and we're being affected by them in our environment, how can we stay on top of it with just food or even regular vitamin supplements, even if they're really good, because they're not going beyond the cell. Beyond the cell is your nucleus, your chromosomes, and then your DNA. And within the DNA, that's where all the repairs need to be made. And if that's not happening, we continue in all of our body systems and functions, which include our emotions, how we react to stress, how we react to life, how our own emotions operate, and then our physical body functions with all the organs and everything else. So if we cannot address things at the base level, which is at the DNA level, all of our systems and functions are affected. And we can do all these things which help along the way, but it doesn't get us into what you were talking about, Kimchi, is as you have time on this planet, as you age, we age gracefully and with longevity and well-being, and we can enjoy our lives. And we're not being given all of the information. And so all of us are educators. We all want to get the word out, and we all have a role to play in what we do. And then some of us connect all of us. And so that's where we're at, is that the time is here for us to all connect what we know, get the word out there. It's not just one thing. It's not just one way, but each of us at the DNA level can go and present from the inside out and be the greatest expression of ourselves. And when we're all doing, all these other things fall into place, because we're not having to deal with in a health system that does not support us at the DNA level. It's not about us as individuals. And so just for me, it doesn't matter who it is. If you are not getting results with what you've been doing, the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. And we have to, for the sake of humanity as a whole and our planet itself and everything on it, we have to do greater for ourselves. So just getting the word out there, and whoever has not getting results and wants results, put us in front of them. Give us opportunities to speak like today. So anyway, lots of great things that we can do.
So how can we support you? How would you want us to support you?
Well, just all of us who are educators, we need to go beyond what we know and go down and really look at this new language of DNA because and educate ourselves, because on the other side of the world, they've been studying this for over the last 60 years, and the clinical studies and trials on this are amazing, and we don't know about it. It's just like we have Prostate Awareness Month. Why do we have Prostate Awareness Month? We're not asking the right questions, you guys. Why is prostate so prevalent? Why is breast cancer so prevalent? Why is heart disease? Why is diabetes? Why are our children having so much problems paying attention in school? Why are all these things happening? Not putting a Band-Aid over it with go to your health professional and get a medication or try to eat better. It's more than that. It's beyond that. It's like, why are all these things happening? And that's because we're not good stewards of the earth. We're not good stewards of humanity as a whole. We have borders up everywhere. It's just about, getting everything out there. And as far as supporting me, I speak to whoever the universe delivers in front of me, I speak to. So if you want something, if you need someone to come speak at your event, or you want to do a Zoom call, or you have a group of people that are not getting results with what you're trying to help with, there's always other avenues to plug into. And so just keep that in mind. We need to ask better questions. We need to collaborate, come together, even if it's just as us as a group, right? Educating ourselves and doing greater in what we all do individually. Right now, and bring another level to what we do so we can help more people.
Yeah, that's wonderful. So please, ladies, please, sisters, keep Jennifer in mind when you when you want to help further, to bring her on to explain how to repair the DNA and gene and things like that. Because when you share about intestine and guts and things like that, I'm thinking of plumbing.
Yes.
Plumbing in my house, plumbing. I say, oh my God, we go to restroom every single day, multiple times a day, and it's we neglecting it. If the toilet work, right? If the toilet work, if we flush it goes somewhere. We don't care where it goes, right? As long as it's not plugged, get plugged, and then it will come back to us, right?
Yeah.
That will cause us. It's a mess. So that's how I was thinking, and what you share is amazing. That I'm not quite sure I have heard of that before. I heard people say that you can repair or help or reduce the leaky gut, but what you share is that intestine, it can be healed between 1 week to two weeks, and then other thing can be healed. I mean, repair, right? Renew.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's not about healing. It's about regenerating new healthy cell divisions so that organ is regenerating itself continuously. That's its natural life cycle. It's what it does. And if it can't make the repairs and then pass on the repairs to the next generation of cells that's being generated, and they're being generated with weakness instead of strength, then our digestive system, we can't absorb our nutrients, we can't eliminate stuff, and then the bowel flora gets out of balance, all of these things, which puts all the rest of the organs out of balance because now they have to support the weak organ. This is amazing dance to our universe within inside our bodies that we have no idea the language of or how to operate it. There's no operating manual. That's where the UDK degree comes in. Universal degree in knowing.
UDK, right. All right. Thank you. Thank you, Jennifer. So who's next? You're Abigail or Numbia? You need to unmute yourself. You want me to unmute you, Abigail?
So can you rephrase the question again, Kimchi?
Right. So how can you help your client?
Well, our remote monitoring is basically geared towards anybody that has chronic care conditions. And also the way we can help is basically have the doctors prescribe our remote monitoring, and then from there, we take it from there basically. So I don't have a lot of time to actually go into the details because I have to get back to our event, but I can basically, I think the best way to find out more information from us is basically go to our website. It's called armtracker.com. But basically, it's anybody that has chronic care condition, we are able to remotely monitor them. And if we spot warning signs, we call the families, and also the doctor reach out to the patient and go from there. And we can sort of figure out whether we should send a nurse to them, or basically maybe they can come into the doctor's office and go from there. So it's basically our remote monitoring device is designed for giving your loved ones a peace of mind, even if you're far. I am not able to.
Sorry. So the doctor has to buy into it, correct?
Correct, yes. So
if the doctor does not prescribe it, does not connect, willing to share the data of his or her patient to you, then there's no point of getting your device.
No. That it doesn't work that way. It's different. So our solution is basically we are a service company. We're not a device company. So we provide all our watches to the doctors, and then they basically prescribe it to the patient, and it's for free.
Okay, got it.
Yeah. So it actually makes life easier for the patients who have chronic care conditions.
So which doctor would be ideal for your service?
It's basically any doctor from orthopedic to heart cardiologist to oncologist to, I could go on basically.
The family doctor, internal. Yeah,
internal
I think the best would be family doctor, because they overseen the overall health of a patient.
Correct.
Right? So they
Yes.
know. Okay.
So the doctor will have their own dashboard that they'll be able to monitor remotely with their patient. So if you're a patient and you live far, you don't necessarily go to the doctor's office to do a consult.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Unfortunately, I'd have to leave this call. So
all right,
thank you so much for having me, and I look forward to support everybody that's in the group, and I'd like to get more involved. And thank you again, Kimchi, for this opportunity.
You're welcome. Quite welcome. And
Okay.
best of luck on your launch. Go
Thank
out
you
there
so
and
much.
knock them dead.
Sounds good. I'll keep everybody posted.
All righty.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Okay, bye-bye.
All right, Numbia. All right, I am unmuted you, Numbia.
I can hear me. All right. Thank you. So I would say my ideal way to help with my clients will be the health communication of how they communicate with their doctors and with any of their health professionals, and primarily at home. So I really work with prevention and recovery for their intimate fitness through nutrition, through body work, and through education. I like to pinpoint their top senses, taste, touch, smell, sound, sight, and thought, pain and movement, hot and cold. These are things that I really push on, especially when it comes to nutrition and their health. The core with my clients that I always emphasize with is reduce inflammation, increase oxygen. That's a benefit for everybody. No matter what the core is going on in anybody's body, it's inflammation, right? So if they know these basic cores, how to reduce inflammation, increase oxygen through nutrition, they'll be able to see how much more, how it'll help them in their sleep. It will help them in their day-to-day life. It'll help them in their movement. It'll help them reduce pain. So I help with my clients. Primarily my clients are, like I said, men 50 and 60 average, and older. My younger clients who may be like 28 to 45, those clients will come see me. They're working on building their families or getting married. Those are those clients. And when those clients come in to see me, they have concerns with their intimate health. That's what they come to see me for, intimate health and their movement. Men keep most of their pressure in their lower extremities, so they have more low back pain, more hernias, more pulled groins. As you know, that's athletes, right? If they're bicyclists, they're sitting on their prostate or riding on their motorcycle. These are things that affect men, that triggers them. So as health professionals, whether it's acupuncturists, physical therapies, those things, they always have to reconnect our clients to their nutrition. So working from the inside out is very important in anything that we do. So reduce inflammation, increase oxygen is the core of when I'm speaking to my clients about these things. And of course they breathe better, so their heart health is good. Their mental health is better, and how they communicate. They're much more happier. They get to enjoy their day-to-day life much more.
So how do we know which man is your candidate to refer to you or introduce to you?
Well, when
How
it
can
comes
we
to
tell?
me, I understand. Usually when it comes to, for me, it's primarily through the doctors. So I work with the doctors because men do not communicate as open as we do as women. So men go straight like to their phone. So technology will play a big role for me, So my clients will find me through their health professional, like through their family physician or their urologist or cardiologist. Those when they find me, or when they're going online and they're specifically they look up men's health, performance anxiety. Those are the top two things how they find, because they seek healthcare differently than what women do. So they're more private. You see, so the biggest support, I guess, would be through the women. So I would love to work with you and the others on working with the women on how we can pull that in, right? Because it was in turn will benefit us as well. But primarily, I'm sorry, let me say this. Generally, if you was to try to refer me to see a male client, most likely they'll tell you no. So, because they would prefer to have their loved one, whoever their wife or their girlfriend, they prefer to have you touch them than me. That's what I want to get through to the ladies. So they're not looking for me, but they're intimidated, like, okay, what if my wife find out I'm getting this help? You see, so it's a big thing with the men. They want it, but they're concerned with the women of getting upset or getting jealous or some kind of insecurity issues. So they prefer to have you work with them, not me. You see, that's why I want to work with the women. And that's what's really important, because again, it benefits us. If women are concerned about a man going to get a massage or going to go see a mental health provider, with seeing a urologist and they're speaking about these things, they're always more concerned of, what if she finds out that I'm suffering with ED or impotence? That always comes up. So, but then if the wife is complaining, you can't do this, you can't do that, you wake up in the morning, you can't rise to the occasion, they are always concerned. So it's like they're more concerned, like, I can't please my wife, right? So we have to communicate with the ladies as well. So that's what I will probably work with the ladies so they can get back, because the men will want to see you, not me.
Let's say if I know some man, he has some challenge with that he's not my husband, okay?
Yeah, it's okay.
All right.
Understand.
So,
Yes.
do you do like a phone consultation?
Yes, I do a phone consultation, and you also met Dr. Washington. I also refer them to other doctors as well, because that's really important.
Or
It's
relating
important.
to sleep?
Yeah, well, no, sleep plays a role in everything. So,
Mm-hmm.
because your healthy sleep, when my clients do see me, one of their biggest things is sleep. They're not getting enough rest. They're not hydrated. These basic things that we could take for granted, right? And those are like the top two, so especially when it comes to performance anxiety, they're not getting enough sleep. They're overworked. Their nutrition is not good. So they may be very successful, top 6 figures, top 7 figures with these clients. But what's going on, their intimate life plays a role, and it affects other areas in their life. So with most men, if they knew about their intimate health, they'll be more inclined to take care of their overall health. Their intimate health may relate to the cardiovascular, mental health issues as well as nerve damage. So it's different things that affect them, and of course their nutrition. So as you start to change your lifestyle and behavior and habits, they'll be able to see how much more things would change. So you're exactly right. But for those men, generally is again the hydration and sleep. So that's why I refer and I work closely, with the doctor.
Cynthia.
Yes. Hi.
Hi. Yeah, you're absolutely right about men's health is really their sexual health really impacts all the other areas of their health. Have you seen the movie Game Changer?
Oh my gosh. No, but I guess I better. I've seen a couple different ones. I have to look at it. I'm gonna look it up today then.
It just came out this Monday, a worldwide
Oh.
debut of the film in the theaters, and I saw it, and I totally, absolutely think that all men on the planet needs to watch this movie.
Okay.
There's a specific part that addresses the sexual health benefits.
Exactly.
Did you say Game Changer?
Game Changer.
Okay. It's on Netflix or something?
It's in the theater.
Oh, okay.
Not yet in the Netflix yet.
Okay.
But absolutely, yeah. Tell all your men clients to watch that movie, and then they will come back to you already mentally prepared how they need to change their diet and nutrition as a basis to their to improvement their performance.
Now, you're saying something that's important. This is how the information is coming out. For men's health, you see it like through cartoons, through movies. Yes. You see, so the message is still getting out there, right? Yes. So it helps them to come back and to relate. You see, yes. Because so these are different ways how the message is still important. Thing you said, yes. Game Changer. There's the marriage. It's a movie about marriage. The Marriage Ringer, all these different things about how men are paying for workshops to learn how to communicate with women. It's a big market out there.
Yes, 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 and yeah, Game Changers definitely came to mind, and also yeah. And another thing, just for your information, and I like to get this information out there too, is that what I do, the specialty I didn't share earlier, my specialty is with the ear. It's all called auricular medicine, and Kimchi has a personal first-hand experience of it. But what I do is I read your ear, and the ear, because of its connection to the whole body, all 14 systems of the body, I can detect problems way early than any machine imaging testing can do, and so that it empowered prevention medicine.
Yeah.
So, for example, the men, I can test their prostate or their testes for inflammation, early inflammation, so that they can do, the diet change or the proper measures to prevent the condition to get worse. Because over time, yes, as you know, the chronic inflammation will develop into all kinds of chronic illnesses, including cancer.
Yeah.
So
You are, they're going to love you.
but the thing is, I don't have enough men patients to get the word out there that I have a painless way to detect their prostate condition and their testicle condition without being awkward. I just test their ears. That's it.
Oh, well, I definitely will help you with that. I work with a group of doctors, the Society of Physician Entrepreneurs. I'm a member of them. And also I mentioned Dr. Washington, and there's Dr. Kaufman. So there, I work with a large group of doctors, and I'm in a male dominant environment. And that's what we've been looking for, is to connect. So Kimchi is a witness, and she's a team player with that. The whole key thing with what I'm doing is partnerships. It's not Numbia's special secret. It's about partnership and staying connected, because the whole core is that all of our clients get the support and help that they need. So thank you, Kimchi, very much. Thank you.
Yes, it's all about collaboration. So,
yes.
We all bring something to the table, and together we make a bigger impact and reach out to a bigger audience. So,
Right.
Jennifer, do you have any question or some input?
I just, it was Abigail that was on earlier talking about the monitoring device and being able to see what's going on with your body systems and functions. And that is really great. And I would love to collaborate with her and maybe do some a few test trials with those people who are on that have issues, and then give them some nucleotide supplementation and see how their body systems are monitoring and adjusting when they take this. That's a great way to show results with something, whether something is working or not working for you. And then, Lisa said something about she's able to detect something that technology can't detect because our systems aren't sophisticated enough to detect what's happening down at the DNA level. So like with some of the modalities that we have, and like what Lisa is talking about with the ear, you can literally tune into the body's biosystems and functions and see things that are not being repaired. And one of the things that I just want to really leave you guys with and impress upon all of us is that we've been operating in a system and systems that do not support us. And our doctors are forced into it also because of the pharmaceutical realm, the AMA, all these limitations that they have. And so to really do something outside of that, to really help people's issues, we have to ask different questions. We have to be thinking and asking better questions, right? And not just doing what we've always done, because we're at a critical mass right now, you guys, where if we don't do something, our DNA is literally being damaged a quintillion times a day, because we have over 100 trillion cells in our body, and each cell has 3 billion nucleotides in one cell. They're the main components and building blocks for our DNA to make all those repairs, and we're not even addressing it. You can go on to PubMed. They published what happens when you have nucleotide depletion and the beginning stages of cancer, that it accelerates the cancer growth. So why aren't we hearing about all of these things? So we've all been working in an environment where we've been given the information that we have, and giving the information that can help, but not address the main issue, which is down at the DNA level, you guys. And so we all have great stuff, and I just look forward to collaborating and asking better questions, you guys. And Kimchi, thank you so much for everything today. And there's so much to talk about, you guys. So I look forward to the future of things.
Thank you. So I encourage everybody to be, to share if you see the benefit of this call or this gathering. Please share with your team, share with the people you know, especially to women. Doesn't matter what race she is, right? Where she's coming from. She could be from Africa, from New Zealand, from anywhere in the world that that if she has internet, she can access, she can reach out to us. The goal here is to empower all women to have an opportunity to generate some income and as well as gain some knowledge about human and how we can can take care of ourselves, or how we can become more financial literate, or we have emotional intelligence, you name it, right? So that the ultimate goal is to really live life fully and have more confidence in taking charge of our own life.
Yes.
So please help me share to your network, invite them to the group. The Facebook group is called ALL San Jose chapter. And also, if they are on WeChat, invite them to join that group as well. In I think in March 2020, the whole organization, they call what's it called, Women Economic Forum, WEF, will have our big conference in Egypt. And if you really want to share your message, you can speak there, right? So it's the founder already announced the date. Very, very soon, in the next couple weeks, the registration will be open. So if you intention, if your intention is to share to bigger audience, look out for that. I plan to go to Egypt because I want to see the pyramid or something in my lifetime, and I want to really surrounding myself with all these women from all walks of life. It would be amazing.
Yes.
So very quick, could you share, each of you, could you repeat how to contact you or check out your website, starting out with Jennifer?
Okay. What I will do is I will post my contact information on our WhatsApp channel, and along with a website, and so that you can communicate that way. And also, I will be speaking next week on the 28th, the 26th, and then again on the 28th in Las Vegas, Nevada. And then I will be the first part of October in Los Angeles, San Diego area. And then actually, if everything works out, Kimchi, I will be in your neck of the woods October 4th through the 8th, and be presenting on DNA information and everything. So I will post that information on our WhatsApp channel as well. So if anyone would like to contact me or get more information or collaborate, that would be great for them to get each other's information.
Yeah. Are you on Facebook group as well?
Yes, I also have Facebook page.
Yeah. post on the Facebook group, the
Yes.
ALLSJ. Yeah.
Yes, I will get on that as well. So
Thank you. I see a lot, we can do a lot of collaboration here because I can see that we are like one stop shop, right? It's like, what do
Yes.
you need? Men's health. Go to the Mia, right? What do you need? Oh, detective without going to X-ray. Okay, go to Lisa, right? Something like that, right? And you want to prepare DNA genetic. Oh, we go to Jennifer. Oh, you want to monitor, make sure that your family members are taken care of. You have a peace of mind. Okay, go to Abigail, right?
Yes.
Yeah, it's wonderful. All right. Next, Lisa.
Thank you, Kimchi. Absolutely, we are a one-stop shop, and for the whole world. That's really a beautiful vision, and I'm sure that's why this organization has been so long in history. And I'm so grateful that you brought it into our area, Kimchi. So people can reach me at my website, www.centerforhealingbydesign.org. And I have the same name on Facebook as well, Center for Healing by Design. And I can post on to our share Facebook group that information.
And WhatsApp too, right?
And WhatsApp, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. And definitely because we are a startup nonprofit, I saw that message from you regarding, another opportunity for reaching out, outreach the message, and also helping with our funding possibilities, opportunities. I am all ears.
Yes, me too.
All right, Numbia. All right, I just unmute her. Right.
Oh, okay, thank you. All right, can you repeat the question?
Share how people can reach you.
Oh, sorry. All right. So you can reach me at gentlemanhealth.com. That's my website, gentlemanhealth.com. And let's see, primarily I'm in the Castro Valley and San Jose areas. And also, so it's probably quicker by phone sometimes at the 510-663-8106. And I'd say also I wanted to make a point that though I'm in men's health, sometimes there's an illusion because I am Black, born in America, that I may just serve Black people, but I do not. I have an array of clients. My Black clients are probably less than 1% of my clients. Yeah, so primarily my clients are mainly those from other countries that come in to see me, and primarily of European descent. That come and see me. But I do serve, I'm culturally, diverse, in my practice as well. So it is open, and this is why I focus on partnership. It's very important that.
Oh, we cannot hear you.
I'm sorry. I look forward to connecting with Lisa Wong and yourself, and I have the support with Asian Inc. So that's really important to get the word out when it comes to men's health.
Yeah, and Jennifer is another state, but you can extend over there.
Yes, because it all brings out the awareness, right? And what's also important, I see all of our clients at the end of the day, we all need an income, right? So that's why it's important to, in my opinion, to connect with employee. It's important to connect with employee wellness as well as the HSA and the insurance, because some of our clients may not, before they know about healing arts, the primary platform has been the pharmaceutical industry. So we have to educate our clients as far as the things, how they can use our services through their own insurance, if that's what they have, or through private pay. So when we work together,
Hold on.
There?
Um,
Okay, I'm
you
sorry
were
about
in
that.
and out. Yes. Okay.
Yes, yes.
All right. So Jan, say it again. Your website.
Gentleman Health, GENTLEMEN health.com.
All right. Thank you. Thank you, ladies, for a wonderful
Thank you.
sharing today. I hope that it benefits you. You enjoy it. Do you feel like you are sitting, in the coffee shop gathering with
Yes.
some sister and have chit chat and try to make the world a better place?
Yes. Thank
Yes.
you.
The beauty of technology. The beauty of technology.
Yeah, that's
Yes.
wonderful. That's what that's what I enjoy doing. We don't have to hustle and fight the traffic and find where the parking and things like that.
Yeah.
So
Thank you, Kimchi.
you're welcome. We have a guest who is JC. I don't know if JC have any question. JC, you want to mute yourself or I can unmute you? JC?
Hey, it's Jennifer Conchatu. Can you hear me?
Oh, hi, Jennifer.
I'm having some serious technical issues today, so I got on the call late, which it's been fantastic. I really enjoy all the information everyone sent, and I'm hoping I can get my tech issues sorted for next time.
All right, thank you. Yeah, Jennifer Contasio, she and I gonna be working on shaping up, set up this chapter. So she's volunteered to be, she's stepping up to be a board of director, and I'm still looking for several more board of directors so that we can bounce ideas and have a different skill set to make this board become make this chapter become stronger so that we can help or support other women entrepreneurs as well. So that's it for today. Thank you so much, ladies, sisters, and until next time,
Thank
be
you.
strong, and be out there, live your life out loud.
All right.
Thank
Thank you.
Bye-bye now.
you. Thank
Bye-bye.
Thank you, everyone.
Bye.
Bye-bye.